Hello, everyone, and welcome to our webinar for the Find Your Degree program, where we will be going over the opportunities of what you are able to study here at University of the People.
Hi everyone, my name is Ashley. I'm also joining this webinar. I'm the Communications Director. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Please, if you're not able to hear us, feel free to send a message so that we can try to
fix the problem.
If you are able to hear us, then send us a message so we know. Otherwise, we will continue going on as we are. How this webinar works. The session is basically set up for one-way audio. You'll be able to hear us. We can't really hear you. However, we do have the question portion. I see you guys responding, saying that you can hear us. That's wonderful. Feel free to send us your questions. At the end, there will be an opportunity for us to answer these questions. You'll also receive a follow-up email in the days after the webinar with answers to questions. If we're not able to get to them today, we will try to get back to you as soon as possible.
And you can also email your questions at the end to info@uopeople.edu, or you can message us on Facebook as well.
Exactly. And this presentation is being recorded, and depending on the quality of the video, may be used for promotional purposes.
Exactly. So,
a little bit of what we're planning here today for you. We're going to start off with just who we are, what we're doing, and give you a little bit of insight to University of the People, and then we'll jump into our degree programs. First, we'll start off with some business administration, then computer science, health science, and finally our newest addition, our Masters of Education program, which we are all very excited about. After that, we will have the chance to answer all of your questions.
So, who we are. We were established in 2009 by President Shai Russia. We received accreditation in 2014 by the DEAC, the Distance Education Accrediting Commission. You can find more information about our accreditation on our website. We are nationally accredited in the USA. We are the world's first nonprofit, tuition-free, online American accredited university. Our mission is to open the gates of higher education around the world, despite personal, geographic, social, political constraints that are keeping students around the world from achieving their dreams.
And now you might be wondering, why study at University of the People? Well, there's actually a couple reasons that we have here.
So we're going to go into depth, but first of all, there's the quality. Then we have, like I said, we are tuition free. By the way, that does not mean free, but it means tuition free. Personal attention from your program advisors, our degree programs, and our employability. We have a full service career center, and we will talk about that in a second. So, to start with our quality, UO People, like I mentioned before, was accredited in 2014 by the DEAC, which attests to our academic excellence and rigorous standards. University leadership includes esteemed academics from Columbia, Harvard, Stanford, Yale, and more. We have academic partnerships with UC Berkeley, NYU, the University of Edinburgh, and also with the Baccalaureate School for Masters in Education program. Yale is more for research. Okay.
Now, our tuition free basically means that you're not charged to take classes. For our undergraduate classes, there is a $100 processing fee at the end of every course, as well as a $60 non-refundable application fee. For the graduate courses, it is $200 per exam, which causes the degree to end up costing between $2,060 to $4,060, depending on your choice of studies.
If you're doing an associate, it's $2,060. For bachelor's, it's $4,060.
And then the master's, since it's a shorter program, it goes back down, depending on the program, to about $2,060. It can range a little bit when it gets to the graduates, though.
We never will ask for all this, for all the processing fees up front. You only pay as you go. You pay when you take an exam fee. So when you register to UO People to start your application, you pay a $60 online application fee. And then for each exam, you pay for undergraduate $100 for a processing fee, and then for graduate $200. And that's where the fees go. The fees are there to help keep this university sustainable so we can continue offering tuition-free education around the world. Okay, personal attention. So students learn with the support of instructors and their fellow peers from around the world. Students benefit from small online classrooms, allowing for a community of supportive peer thinkers and teachers. Professors focus on each student's needs and provide full support. Each UO People student is allocated with a personal program advisor from the moment they begin their studies, who will take them hand in hand until graduation. So how it works with the advising is that the second you start an application, you're assigned to an admissions advisor who is there to help you with financial aid, enrollment questions, anything you are interested in. Your individual admissions advisor is there for you. The second you become a student and you confirm your enrollment, you're assigned to a program advisor who is there with you throughout your studies to help you and to motivate you and make sure you have all the tools necessary to succeed.
Now, a little bit in regards to our degree programs. Unique learning experience that we offer. Basically, our professors are from all over the world. World-class educators. We have professionals that have been working in their fields for many years, all volunteering their time to work with us and you as our students. We offer accredited 2-year associate's degrees, 4-year bachelor degrees, and master's degrees, all in business administration, computer science, health science, and we have an MBA program and master's in education. We'll get into those a little bit more thoroughly in a moment here.
I'm going to talk about another good reason to attend UO People. It's because you are straight in the job market and you have good reasons to become an employed citizen of the world. So basically, our degrees prepare students for the job market by offering opportunities for internships and mentorships with corporations such as Microsoft and a full career service center, providing relevant workshops and relevant workshops. So just to let you know, UO People's career development program consists of a number of tools and resources available to all students at any stage of their degree program at the university. As mentioned, we offer internships, mentorships, we have a career service center, and a global employment network. So we'll help you with resume building, anything you need. Some of our students work at Amazon, Dell, Google, Apple, or even the United Nations. So, the second you become a student with us, you have access to all these wonderful students around the world who are there to also give you advice and guide you through your academic and professional goals. Okay.
And next we'll dive into some of the degrees that we offer here a bit more thoroughly for you. First up, as mentioned, we do have our business administration program. We do offer here the associate's degree, as you can see, as well as the bachelor's degree. Now, the business administration program offers an in-depth exploration of both business administration and economics. So the program's more geared towards students seeking the skills needed in their managerial roles, and we try to make it relevant to both the private and the public sectors. Studies are intended to help you develop critical thinking, analytical skills, and also teach the concepts needed in the world of business today. It's ever changing. We try to stay on top of it to make everything relevant to you. As mentioned previously, our instructors are from leading universities worldwide. Our international student body just helps us adapt to a worldwide business model rather than specific to a single country or economy. We both, as mentioned, we offer the associate's degree and bachelor's degree. And not only that, we also have our Masters of Business Administration, which we will get into here. So basically, it's just an extension of the other two degrees, where we try to provide leaders who are the graduates that excel as collaborators and also innovators. For many, a bachelor's degree is just not enough. There's a great demand in the job market for MBA holders, which is why we introduced this program. The MBA program takes a hands-on approach to both business and community leadership, so you learn how to be a leader in your community. Students will explore behavioral and quantitative sciences in both theory and application, using advanced mathematics to analyze problems and interpret data. The program also highlights the importance of imaginative, innovative, and ethical problem solving in recognition of the impact business decisions often have on humanity as a whole. We'll jump in here next to our computer science degree for you.
I'd also like to mention that the dean of our business is from NYU, Dr. Russell Weiner. He's from NYU. And the dean for our computer science program is Dr. Alexander Tuzielin. He's also from NYU. His current research interests are focused on personalization, recommender systems, and data mining, which have been extensively published, and other topics in books as well. So, our computer science program. Courses in computer science teach the basics of computation and programming languages, the skills to put them into practice, and the know-how to get the most out of hardware. Our program places great importance on the mathematical knowledge needed for software design, development, and verification. It also includes a wide range of coursework-based studies for programming, databases, networking, graphics, and artificial intelligence. A bit more about the associate's degree. It's built on a strong foundation of liberal arts and enables students to explore the field from a range of perspectives, including gaining a fundamental understanding of the mathematical and scientific principles underlying computing and information technology and their application in the fields. For a bachelor's, this program provides students with in-depth knowledge and analytical skills associated with the design, development, testing, and documentation of a wide range of operating systems, databases, and programming languages. Students are taught to develop their analytical skills. Both these programs also prepare students for progression to graduate level studies. So they're both wonderful. We have many students who have graduated. And for example, we have a student who graduated from the Czech Republic, and he said that from where he comes from, it's difficult to get an education there, and he also graduated with a computer science degree, and it has helped him build a career in the Czech Republic.
Next degree we'll tune into is the health science program that we offer, where the dean is Dr. Dalton Conley, who currently is at Princeton University. We do offer two programs here.
Okay, so we offer an associate and a bachelor's. A brief overview of both. Our healthcare programs train students for exciting careers in healthcare, community organizing, and education. The programs take an interdisciplinary approach, drawing knowledge from areas of study including public health, healthcare, bioethics, and mental health. Students learn about disease prevention, community health, nutrition, and how different healthcare systems operate. The programs emphasize the knowledge, skills, and attitudes needed to function in today's complex and evolving healthcare environment. With the balance of theory and practice, we aim to bridge the health science programs by focusing on community and public health theories and models, as well as their applications in the real world. So as you can see from looking at this slide, our associate's degree is online, and there's 20 courses, providing a comprehensive understanding of industry health principles and standards. The associate's degree is built on a strong liberal arts foundation and provides students with a broad understanding of community and public health. It introduces students to the biological, behavioral, social, and cultural dimensions of promoting and protecting individual and societal health and well-being. Our associate's program is appropriate for those considering entry-level opportunities in government, private and non-profit organizations, as well as those considering a bachelor's. So, tell you more about our bachelor's. There's 39 courses. It's the courses you take for the associates, and then about 19 more. It's a rigorous program of study that provides a multidisciplinary grounding in factors influencing the prevention of disease and the improvement of societal health. It builds an understanding of the social and biological causes of health and illness, covers the knowledge and skills needed to work in areas of disease prevention and the promotion of health, and explores the role of policy, ethics, and resources in the prevention programming and health service delivery. Graduates will be prepared for expanding employment opportunities in the field, as well as to continue at a graduate level.
Perfect. Next, we will jump into our newest degree, and the one I am personally most excited about, the Masters of Education. Unfortunately, we don't have any associates or bachelor's degree for education, due to those tending to be a bit more regional. But through working with the International Baccalaureate, we were able to design this program to reach an education system much more worldwide. You can see that the education, the learning goals are much more towards the competencies that provide a foundation for ensuring the availability of an appropriate curriculum for learners. It helps create an effective learning environment, employ instructional approaches that support learning. It helps assess and provide feedback on learner growth and development. So you learn a bit more about how to understand your students and try to fit your teaching style to have the biggest impact, which is something that's very important. All across the world, we see education starting to kind of, I don't want to say a little bit of a standstill even, where it's not progressing. Classroom styles are very uniform, and we want to try to help the next generation of educators be able to adapt it much more towards the individual student to help their growth. As well as our program helps engage in continuing professional development as well, thanks to the International Baccalaureate. Now we will try to dive into some of your questions here. If you give us a moment, we'll try to find some that you all have asked.
So our students are always in direct communication with the instructors. If they have questions, they can email them. They're always there to help them.
I see here a question. Can I get a master's course in data science or project management? Unfortunately, we do not have any master's programs other than Master of Education and the MBA, Masters of Business Administration. So hopefully in the future we will be adding more programs and we'll be able to offer that for you, but at this time we do not.
So someone asked, how can they benefit as an international student? University of the People has over 17,000 students from over 200 countries and territories. The degrees we offer are invaluable in all countries around the world. You can visit our website. One of our blogs is called, Is My Degree Relevant to My Country? And the answer is yes. We're American accredited, so places around the world reflect very fondly upon them. Also, our academic leadership stems from the world's greatest universities: Oxford, Columbia, Yale, NYU, Harvard. So with this under your belt, you know you're in good hands.
There's a question here in regards to the time period that you might have to wait between receiving your first business degree and pursuing the MBA. Now, that we don't really necessarily have any time frame that you have to wait. However, to apply, you do have to have at least 2 years of work experience inside some type of business role to show that you do have experience with what you learned, whether it's while you were receiving your degree or after. Specifically, between degrees, we do not have any time limit. Again, this will be recorded so you can watch it later, and any questions we're not able to get to at this time, we will try to reach out to you after.
Okay, non-native English speakers. You can still apply on our website. There's a link for non-native English speakers. There are tests that you can submit your scores to. If you don't have access to those, or if you have not earned a degree where English was the primary language, then we will enroll you in an English Foundations course. Only after you complete that can you continue on to more Foundations classes.
There is a question here, how long does it take the admissions advisor to respond to emails? They do try to get back to you as soon as possible. We do have, currently, we just finished a registration period, so they might have quite a bit in the queue, but they will get back to you as soon as possible. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to continue reaching out to us, and we will try to work with you.
Can you get your bachelor's and bachelor's degree together? You can only be enrolled in one of our degree programs at once. And I just want to clarify that for the MBA admission process, you need 2 years of work experience. It doesn't necessarily need to be in the business field, but obviously that's great as well. If you applied to our master's degree program a while ago, what you do is you log into your UOPeople portal. So once you apply online, you get a confirmation email with a link to your UOPeople portal. You log in and you'll see your advisor's name and you'll see your status in your application. You can also go ahead and speak to your advisor about your status. Also, kindly visit our admissions calendar on our website, which gives you the deadlines as to when you will hear back about your acceptance.
There is a question here, can I change my BA program to the Masters of Education in the next term, asked by Job Lee. So you are able to transfer programs. With the Masters of Education being so new, it's very limited spots for its first term. But definitely keep an eye out. You're more than welcome to apply to transfer. I would recommend speaking to your academic advisor about that as well, and they'll be able to help you.
You should be able to transfer. That's fine.
The course, there's a question here by Wayne. Are the courses time-bound or done at your own pace? It's a great question, and it's a little bit of both, to be honest. At the beginning of the week, you'll receive your weekly assignments, which are due on a certain day as well. And then you can pick your time and days that you want to complete it, as long as it's turned in by the due date.
Students usually dedicate around 14 hours per week to their studies. The beauty of UOPeople is flexibility, that you can take your classes when you want, wherever you want. You can, of course, take breaks between terms. You have 5 academic terms a year, so you can take breaks between them. Students take 1 to 2 courses per term. Oh, there you go. I just answered a question. Students take 1 to 2 courses a term, but if they have a GPA, a CGPA of 3.0 or higher, you can take 3 courses. Do we have a graduation ceremony? Well, as mentioned, we have over 17,000 students from 200 countries and territories, so it's impossible to do an actual physical graduation ceremony, but we are in the process of figuring out how to do one virtually. If you okay, so regarding payments, we accept PayPal, and there's also Western Union. You can pay through an agent fee, or you can do a wire transfer. We also accept MoneyGram and cashier's checks. Of course, payment's different in every country, so simply ask your advisor, or you can also go ahead and email admissions@uopeople.edu. Let us know where you're from, and we'll help you out, or you can message us on Facebook as well.
We also have a question here. When can we apply for an MBA and how? It's a great question.
So we have 5 different admissions dates throughout the year. If you go to our website under Become a Student and click on Admissions Calendar, you will see the dates. Right now, Term 2 begins next week, November 15th. So you can start applying for Term 3. The first day of term is January 31st. And how do you apply for an MBA? You need 2 years of relevant work experience. You need a bachelor's. You need to be proficient in English. And let's see if there's anything else.
For more details and the curriculum and all the details specifically about each degree, the program, as well as the degree level, you can visit our website. We have a tab there right at the top that says degree programs and really breaks it down per program and then even more per degree. You can view the classes you'll need to take, the requirements to be admitted.
Yeah, someone mentioned, this is more of a personal question, in Pakistan, how to enroll students. You can go ahead and email info@uopeople.edu or outreach@uopeople.edu, and we will forward your request on, or you can always message us on Facebook as well. What would be the application? So, like, for all our undergraduate programs, you need to be at least 16 years old, be proficient in English, and have a high school diploma, and then you are qualified to apply. If you do not have if you cannot prove that you are proficient in English, then we enroll you in the Foundations course, and once you pass that, you can continue on to your other courses.
There's a question here. I graduated from a university in China. I have a bachelor's degree, and now I want to apply for an MED program at UOPeople. Now, that is a great inquiry because most people think that you need an undergraduate degree in education to pursue a master's degree in education, where this is not necessarily the case. We believe that educators can come from any industry, really. As long as you know something well, you might be able to teach it well, and that's what we want to strive. So even if you have a degree, undergraduate degree in business, in computer science, in economics, in history, any of those, you'd still be able to apply for our Master's in Education program, which is something that we worked really hard with the International Baccalaureate to create because we want to help as many people as we can.
Are there students from Asia? Yes, we have thousands of students from Asia. Once again, we have over 17,000 students from over 200 countries and territories. How do you take the tests and how do you pay for them? So on our website, you can simply go to www.uopeople.edu and click on Become a Student, and then look at Online Learning for UOPeople. It explains how you take the exams. Everything is done online. Some require proctors or not. And how do you pay for them? After every time you take an exam, once again, you take 1 to 2 courses per term, you'll be asked to pay for an exam processing fee. Undergraduates, the fee is $100, and graduate degree courses are $200. The MBA program you can finish in up to 1 year. As quickly as in 1 year.
Now, someone asked about how quick the MBA program may be completed. So, yeah, basically it'll take up to 15 months if you're a full-time student, taking 3 courses per term. So you can be done with your MBA in as little as less than a year and a half even. There are a few questions about admissions and financial aid and things like that. We will have webinars coming up about these topics specifically. We'll dive more into what financial aid is offered, how you can apply for it, the admission process, how you can get admitted, the student life, what it's like to be a student. So be sure to tune in because we will be covering all of these much more in depth. There was a question, why free? Is there a catch? Again, we are not claiming to be completely free. We are tuition free to open the gates of higher learning. There is a processing fee per exam and an application fee, which is non-refundable. Our professors, a lot of people that work with us have been very great. They're volunteering their times, which really helps us bring down the cost to you as the student. Let's see here.
We do accept transfer credits. You can learn more about transfer credits on our website. Our degree is recognized in Canada. So once again, we are an American online accredited university. If our degrees are recognized in other countries, it depends on the sole regulations of the country that you're in. But kindly note that our students have gone on to continue their education at other universities around the world and gain incredible experience in the workforce as well.
There is a question here, can I sit in on a current MBA course? Unfortunately, we don't really offer those options since we provide our students at the beginning of the week with all the documents, the readings, the assignments, everything they'll need to do for the week. That way they can do it on their own time. So there's not really any lectures or specific class time for our students that you would be able to sit in on, unfortunately. We do have ambassadors, student ambassadors that you could reach out to if you're interested in hearing more about their experience specifically and what they think about the classes, so you can reach out directly to the students.
To do that, go to our website and search for Ask a Student, and you can contact the student there. Admissions you'll hear there are deadlines on our admissions calendar as to when you will hear back. About your application, so you can check there.
We do offer scholarships, plenty of scholarships to people from all different situations all over the world. If you visit our website, we do have a specific page showing you all of the scholarships we offer, as well as how you might be able to apply and qualify for them.
Exactly. Scholarships are given on a first-come, first-served basis. And scholarships are usually reserved for those who have not had a chance to pursue higher ed, so those when it's their first degree, like a bachelor's or an associate's degree. The steps of the application process are very simple. Just go to our website and click on Apply Now and start filling out the application. Yes, you can get full scholarships. Can you pursue an associate, then pursue a bachelor's degree after?
You absolutely can. If you want, actually, what some of our students do is they enroll for a bachelor's degree. Once they have met the requirements for an associate's degree, you can request one. Since you've already met the requirements, you would receive the associate's degree and then can continue studying to receive the bachelor's degree. Or if you want to just begin with the associate's degree and then maybe take a little time off to try working, get your experience before continuing your bachelor's degree, you absolutely can do that as well. I would recommend speaking specifically to your academic advisor for details if you do have plans about taking time off to make sure that you don't miss any opportunities that you might have. There's a question here, does offering more than 3 courses means that one would graduate earlier? So unfortunately, our full-time students only have the option to take 3 courses. We don't want them to overwhelm themselves. We understand the majority of our students are non-traditional. They have full-time jobs, they have families, and so we want to make sure that they are successful in their pursuit of higher education. So yes, if you're able to do more than 3, you would be able to graduate earlier. However, unfortunately, we want quality over speed, I guess. We want you to walk out knowing what you signed up to learn. We'll just get a couple more questions here during the webinar, and then we'll try to get back to you as many through email as possible. Is it possible to do a double major, as we touched on briefly previously? Unfortunately, it can only be in one program at a time here.
Mm-hmm.
And
people who cannot afford to pay, we have grants to cover the application $60 processing fee, and we have scholarships to cover the exam processing fees. Scholarships are given on a first come, first served basis.
And again, we will have webinars in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, talking about all these things. The type of scholarships we have, how to apply, how to qualify, so that you're able to, if you need the scholarships, you're able to apply effectively and efficiently, and hopefully join us here to pursue your higher education. Let's get one more question here.
You don't need a letter of recommendation for undergraduates, only for graduates.
So there's a question here. I am from Syria. How can I study for a master's degree in your university? You would just need to visit our website, uopeople.edu. Click on Apply Now. We actually do have a specific scholarship as well for Syrians. So if you visit the financial aid section of our website, you can read up on that as well to help jumpstart your studies. Now, that's all the time we have here for you today. Again, we will be reaching out to you through email, trying to get back to your questions. Keep an eye out as we continue to create events, webinars, everything just to answer your questions, because knowledge is power.
Yes, amen. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We look forward to speaking with you soon. Once again, we'll follow up with your questions, and you can also message us on Facebook or email admissions@uopeople.edu. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Have a great day.